What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We're back for the season finale of Queens, season 1, episode 13, 2022. And it was okay. It was okay. I'm gonna be honest, this show has so much potential to be great, okay? But the missing days, the missing weeks, and then the way that the situation panned out with Eve, that kind of messed it up for me during the second half of the show. That messed it up for me. Like, I still like it. I still can enjoy it or whatever, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, it's great, and it ended greatly. This ending could have been so much better. The way they ended it like this is literally the series finale. Like, there's no season 2 coming. Okay, so I don't know if it's up in the air. I don't know if it's coming. It didn't end. You know what? Just like our kind of people ended, you could tell that it's a possibility, because we don't know if that got canceled, but we can see where it would go if a season 2 do get picked up. But with this one, it's like, where would they go after that? Because it felt rushed. Like, this last half of the season just felt really rushed. Like, they put everything together, and they literally did that when they did that in this episode 2 for the finale. And so I'm like, is this the season finale or is this the series finale? Because it just felt like this is over. Like, we're not getting anything else. And they really messed it up for me when they did that time jump after Brie got shot. And then, they did it like 6 months later or something like that. And then they did it again in this episode. It irks me. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Y'all watch me, because I'm finna be honest, okay? I'm about to be honest. The episode was cute. It could have been hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. We get into the episode. The girls are sitting there. Well, they're doing a little rap. That's how it ended last week, where they started practicing, and they was doing a little freestyle. They opened up with that freestyle that they was doing. Everybody's getting a chance. And they're talking about whether or not to go ahead and, tour. Y'all need the money for the record label. And it's always at this point, oh, what about Brie? I don't feel right if Brie don't do it and all this stuff. Brie ain't there no more, okay? So let that be. And we already know the reason why at this moment. The reason why Eve is no longer on the show for now. It's because she got pregnant, and congratulations to her, because they had their little baby boy, their little bouncing joy. But at the same time, I still feel like she could have came in and, they did a little Skype situation. She could have came on there. Y'all could have edited out her belly, or, had her on some bigger clothes or whatever that was still cute looking at the end, because I just did not like the way they ended that shit. Okay, I did not like the way they ended that. So they're talking about what they're going to do music-wise, and, Valeria finally getting on and doing her solo stuff, and she was, being a little insecure about that whole situation, because she's like, I know people be thinking, what the hell that little Puerto Rican girl doing up in a group, she can't really rap or whatever, but now she got a little #1, and now she's about to embark on her own little tour. Come to find out, her and Thomas, they didn't got divorced. Now see, or they're about to get divorced, okay? She decided that she still wanted to go ahead and do her music instead of, putting her body through all of that stuff and having the IVF treatment and having a child. She never really had the desire to have a child. She said that he said he was okay with it, but she knows that he wanted a kid. So she didn't want him to resent her or anything like that. So she just let him go. Honestly, we could have dealt without this whole storyline. This whole storyline of bringing Thomas into the picture, this whole marriage in 24 hours, and then getting it and all, and then this back, we could have dealt without it, okay? Because I'm not gonna say it's not realistic to see that this girl has have a baby or whatever, because it's very much realistic. We've seen some older women have babies. Janet Jackson, I'm going to say Naomi Campbell, but Naomi Campbell most likely had her baby through surrogacy, okay? So she could have did that route. And then it would have made sense or whatever, and she still could have did the touring and all that stuff. But, at the same time, we didn't need that. We didn't need that. If it was going to end up this way in 2 episodes, we didn't need that, okay? It was like, what was the point? We could have added something else that made sense. Meanwhile, you got Lil Muffin. She's in her feelings because she did a little show. Only 20 people showed up. You know, because she's changing her flow. She's changing her thought pattern and her content about what she's rapping about. She ain't rapping about that candy pop, drugs, and alcohol and going out, all that. She's conscious, okay? She's talking about the stuff that's going on in the world. And of course, you know, people don't necessarily want to hear that, all right? And that's what I respect, I would say, in this day and age. Because they all about the drill music. They all about the, you know, the mumble rapping, you know, popping puss and all that stuff. They all about that with a banging beat to it. But see, this is what happened back in the day. This is why I love like 90s hip hop, early 2000s, because there were a lot of conscious rappers, artists that were out, and they were spitting about real life shit, not just this materialistic stuff, the stuff that was going on in the world, putting lessons out there, you know, talking about police brutality, talking about racism, talking about all of that. And some of them, they did it to a bomb ass beat that caught people attention, and you didn't realize that, oh, you're talking, you remember that song, la da dee la da da la da dee la da. Girl, it's a bomb ass dance beat, but the message behind it was deep as shit, okay? You know, it was like that. And I'm sitting here like, maybe if she do something like that, because to be honest, that's what really catches us these days, and probably all the time, is if the beat is there and then we listen to the lyrics. At least that's how it is with me. Because girl, I let some people slide just a little bit and be like, you know what, I'm only listening to this because of the beat, bitch. That's it, you know? But you know, she was feeling some type of way because of that. And of course, Jill is like her mother. I would say she's like the mother hen of the group, especially to Lauren. She literally took Lauren, aka Muffin, under her wing, all right? She's always gravitated towards her, pushing her, encouraging her. And you know, it was these other kids that came out, and they was like, you know, we got this group. We want to know if you really are about, you know, doing what you're saying, or you just doing this for show, you know, and invited them to their little group. They're into trying to help get prisoners out of jail who were wrongfully convicted. And we see Lil Muffin, she's put in that position, and it's like, this show is literally like ripped from the headlines, okay? Because we've seen this already with Kim K. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on. We see this with Kim Kardashian, where, you know, she's using her celebrity. Oh shit. Did I mention that before? Did I put that connection there before? It's only like, it's literally the Kim K storyline. Her whole storyline for the past couple of years or so. Few years or so. You know, with her trying to get prisoners, you know, prison reform out there, trying to get these prisoners off for death row who were wrongly convicted, getting their cases relooked at, studying for the bar, baby bar, all of that. And that's literally what Muffin is doing, okay? That's what Lauren, I should say, is doing. You know, she put her music career, she changed her music career around, and she's also studying the bar. She's studying law, and she's trying to get into school, you know, and so she basically is going to use her celebrity to try to get this prisoner who's only 28, who was convicted of a crime of murdering somebody, but he claims it was self-defense. His name was Ronnie, okay? And he was 18 years old when it happened. And when you look at the case is really shoddy, all right? You had witnesses that could have said something, but then something got messed up with that, and you know, the lawyer messed up or whatever. They didn't really go back, and all of this stuff that could have been avoided, that could have easily got him off. And people will not go back and look at his case, okay? So she goes down there, she talks to him, and I felt bad for him, you know, because he just came to the fact, like literally, it is so sad when somebody literally comes to that point where they're just like, there's absolutely nothing that can be done, and I'm not even going to try anymore, and I'm just going to be content with what happens. And that's where he was. He's like, I've been trying for the past 9 years, and nobody else is doing anything. It don't look like nobody cares, so it is what it is. I'm about to be executed in the next 150 hours, so it is what it is. And when she leaves the court, when she leaves the jailhouse after talking to him, she's, conflicted as to what she should do. Should she be quiet? Should she say something? You got reporters out there asking her about it. And she basically said, this ain't right. We need the governor of Nevada to say something, to look at his case again, to stay his execution, push it back or whatever. And of course, she's using her celebrity. And this is the only real part that I truly liked about the episode, because I love it when celebrities use their celebridom and their power and their fame and their influence for good in situations like this, okay? We can come down on Kim Kardashians for a lot of things, all right? Bitch, Kanye got us all on her side, or at least most of us on her side, okay? Like, the shit that he been doing, bitch, in the last couple of days or so, girl, what? Never do I ever think a whole bunch of black folks would be on Kim Kardashian's side feeling bad for the bitch a little bit, okay? And I don't mean to call her no bitch, but what Kanye West is doing, if you think that shit is funny, if you think that shit is cute, if you think that that's what she deserves, something is absolutely wrong with you. And you probably been through the same situation and you think it's cute. That is not cute. That is not love. That is scary. Okay? That is scary, because bitch, it's escalating. And ain't no telling what can happen once that shit continue to escalate. All right? Somebody gonna end up hurt. Okay? But anyway, let's get off of that. But mama, you can say what you want about her. Okay? Because like I said, we can say a lot. We can say a lot, bitch. But she do put her celebrity when it counts, sometimes to good. And when it comes to these prisoners and trying to bring awareness, she do that. And I love it when celebrities use their power and their influence that way. Okay? Lil Muffin did that. She started doing interviews, getting the hashtag going. And, she even got a meeting with the governor of Nevada, who played her ass. And then the secretary come out there talking about he's very familiar with the Donnie case. And she was like, first of all, his name is Ronnie. All right. And she went off. And I said, see, he had no plans on actually seeing her. And I don't understand why people do this, because it can affect you. Regardless of what you may think, we saw how when young people especially get together, 20-something-year-olds get together, and we actually start caring about what's going on in politics, that shit can affect your goddamn run for office, okay? And he just didn't care. I said, that is messed up. And then the bitch gonna tell her, nice pearls. I said, don't compliment my pearls, bitch, when you finna come out here knowing what was already finna happen, okay? I would have busted in that office and I would have said, look here, arrest me if you need to, but I'm gonna get hurt. That's what you finna do. But, she was feeling downtrodden because of that. And Jill was trying to tell her don't give up, but she didn't want to hear what Jill had to say. She was like, Jill, bitch, I don't need no manager. Go ahead and do what you got to do, Meanwhile, this whole situation with Naomi, this was another situation that was going on. So we already got the whole thing with Valeria. Valeria and Thomas is over. He got all his stuff out. Cool. That was their situation. Jill and Muffin, Lauren, they did that thing with the prisoner situation. So the whole situation with Naomi, Eric is talking to JoJo. Eric is about to propose to Naomi. And so, he gets JoJo's approval. Of course, she's cool with it. They got this whole thing set up. All right. And so at this moment, they was going to do dinner, then a little walk, and, he was going to propose. So everything was going cool. Dinner was good. Okay, dinner was delish, They're walking it off. They sit down at a bench, and he was trying to talk and, say some things. She was like, oh, my God, it's so cold out here. He was like, oh, that's cool. She said, damn, can I get your jacket? He said, what, my jacket? This jacket? I said, excuse me. I'm pretty sure he had the ring up in there, and that's why he didn't want to give it to her. But still, sir, you could have put that in your pants pocket. You know what I'm saying? Let it be truly secure right there on that ass. I mean, well, on that hip, okay? And I was just like, wow, you could at least gave her the jacket a little bit. They sit down on the bench, and he trying to get into his little proposal mode. Girl, y'all know I'm so tired of looking at proposals. I've been looking at Love is Blind all day. I didn't call up, okay, to this new season. If y'all didn't know, it's back on Netflix season 2. The first 5 episodes is up. The next episode comes on the 18th, okay, which is this Friday. I said, child, I've mess, okay? It's a mess. Some people ain't gonna last, all right? Some people ain't gonna last. But moving on from that, I was just like, oh, that's cute. He trying to be deep a little bit, but he couldn't even get it out because JoJo called, and then she hung up. You know, Naomi hung up on him. JoJo calls again. She was like, JoJo don't ever call twice. If she called twice, it's an emergency, okay? Back to back like that. And so she answered the phone. She was like, girl, what? What's going on? Baby, why you crying? Oh my God, what happened? You know what? Hold on. We'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. So they get to the crib, right? JoJo was sitting there. She just, like, she confused about what's going on. And she give Naomi this envelope, this brown envelope. And as soon as I seen the brown envelope, I knew exactly what it was, okay? She was served, okay? Basically, Cameron had her served, and he wanted to know paternity, okay? He wanted a DNA test because it's a possibility that she could be his child. And at the whole time, I'm sitting here like, y'all should have did that in the first place. Even if you have a strong inkling that it's Eric's child, you still should have did the process of elimination just to be 100% sure, and you won't have no drama come up to you, okay? You know, Eric feels some type of way because he just didn't know that it was another person that was involved. You know, he didn't know that she had something going on with Cameron because she told him that nothing happened. But she said, listen, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That night that we broke up and we had that little argument or whatever, I needed a human touch. And Cameron was there. You know what I'm saying? So we did what we did. I said, you ain't got to explain nothing. We know. Obviously, you know. And so, at this point, he just confused. I felt so bad for Eric. You want to know what part I felt bad for him about? When all of this went down, that initial night that they found out about the serving of the papers, and he was sitting there, he said, you know, I can't say that I'm going to leave or go, even if it is my child or not, because he still loved her. But at the same time, he hugged on Naomi, and Naomi got up. I said, wait a minute. You gonna leave that man right there, and you the one that put him in this dire straits? Okay, because you didn't tell him about the kid. I said, Naomi, you could have at least sat there and just let him rock on you for a second. That man was being vulnerable. Y'all know I love seeing the black men in a vulnerable state. I don't know what it is. This is why Ashley is gay, because shit like that would have got me, okay? I would have been like, bitch, we get into an argument, you fucking started crying and probably don't even mean the shit. I'd be like, you know what, baby, stop. You know, I don't like seeing you like that. Stop it. Let me stop playing. I'm dead serious though. I am dead serious. Woo! God knows what he was doing. But anyway, I was just sitting here like, oh, that is so messed up, Naomi. She just got up. I said, comfort the man. You know, but, you know, JoJo was getting advice from Muffin and basically was telling her, it's your decision because you're an adult. You know, if you want to get the DNA test, you can get the DNA test. If you don't, that's up to you. You know, of course, Eric was talking to Valeria about it. Valeria was trying to be nice. She even said, I'm so glad, you know, applaud me, bitch, for not laughing not one time at your ass, okay? But everybody was telling them what to do. You know, just stick it out, okay? But JoJo, at one point, she was trying to decide what she's going to do. And she decided that, yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you. And regardless of what it says, I still want to know for me. You know what I'm saying? And so they did do the paternity test. I think they did a swab and a blood test. We didn't find out what happened until the end. So we just infer that Eric is the daddy. They didn't explicitly be like, you know, he the daddy. Paternity test came back 100%. You are the... No, it'll never be 100%. It'd be 99.99999% that you the daddy. I said, just round that shit up to 100. Why y'all always do that shit, bitch? It used to make me mad when I used to watch Maury and they used to do that. I'd be like, 100%, 100%. Okay, what's the other 0.0000001 at? What that's at? Who that is? Girl... some unknown ass DNA from the mid-ages. Anyway, you know, that happened. Mind you, we didn't like, and that was 4 months later. Girl, anyway, we'll get to that. What else was going on? They got a call, Eric got a call saying that Chuck D and them wanted to induct the group into the not the rock and roll, but the hip hop Hall of Fame. And it was gonna be later that week. And the whole thing is, again, we need to bring Bree into it, okay? Let's see if she gonna be into it. And so Bree did text back when Naomi texted her, and she said, I'm in. And then when she was on her way over, she got to the airport. She saw that plane, and she said, no, girl, I'm going to stay up in Turks and Caicos or wherever she at. And I was just like, that's, I don't like the way they did that. Like, I mean, I understand because she was pregnant, but I just felt like there's better ways they could have went around this. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it Eve's decision? I don't know the ins and outs of her pregnancy. Like, did she need to be on bed rest or whatever? Because if she needed to be on bed rest, then I would truly, totally, 100% understand that. But, like, you know, they was trying to find some other people that was going to come and take the place. And Jill was like, no, we need somebody that's family, okay? Somebody that's been with us. And so I said, why y'all asking Missy and Trina and everybody else and Cardi? They talk about some Cardi or Megan. I said, girl, no, all right. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Megan. You know, that's my boo. That's my boo. That's my young boo. Girl, y'all know Chloe and Gunna. I just don't know how I should feel about that. Like, I didn't want her to date no rap. I mean, she don't owe me shit, but I just didn't want her to date no rapper. I didn't want her to I just didn't want them to go that route. Like, I know they're going to end up dating somebody in entertainment. That's easy because it's in your field or whatever. But then, I just didn't want them to do no athlete or no rapper. I don't want them to be a part of a song with somebody dissing them or whatever, you know, talking about their sex game and all that. I don't want to hear that shit, you know. They're like my little sisters or whatever. Y'all know I met them before. They were really, really nice. I'm just like, oh, I hate that. I hate that for them. But, you know, if they like it, I love it. No, if they like it, well, she like it, I deal with it. Anyway, moving on from that. Fuck, see how I'm getting off topic? But, what was I saying? So they said, little Muffin, come on. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and finish this case or whatever. You can be up in the showcase. I said, I don't know why y'all ain't think of her in the first place. Like you said, she the one that brought y'all back. She the one that brought y'all back. You know? So of course she said she'll do it, but y'all gotta up y'all little old ass dance moves. And so it's the Rock and Roll or I should say the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. You know, they get up in there. You got people to get, you got Lady Z, a.k.a. Remy Moore, okay? You know, she introducing them on stage. And then you get people like Trina, the baddest bitch, okay? She's saying a little something for them. And before they can get into the real shit, the performance, oh, Brie pops up. She was like, now, you know I wasn't going to say nothing, do nothing without saying nothing or whatever. I was like, all right. I just feel some way. I know somebody who probably think that, girl, I'm just being picky, I'm just being petty or whatever, but I really felt some way because this is not what they sold us. This is not what they sold us. So, I feel a little bit, you know, but life happens, and I'm not mad at Eve. I wish they could have just executed a little bit better. She give a little talking about each one, what they mean to her and all that, and they get up there and they perform. They did a whole ass concert. So Muffin came out there. She talked about the whole people that's on death row and all this stuff, and then we found out that Ronnie's stuff got pushed back. Now we don't know if he got out. They just know that it got pushed back. I said okay. So then no, we found that out later. We found that out at the end of the episode because at this point, you know, she had put up a number to call the governor to make sure that everybody called in and force his ass to listen, okay? They get up there, they do their thing, you know what I'm saying? They put on like a 15 goddamn minute. I said, so y'all gonna show the whole concert? They must have sang every song that they did this episode this season. I said it was cute. I was like, what's next? Meanwhile, when it come off a commercial, they said 4 hours later, 4 months later, and Eric and Naomi still getting married. They getting married. I said, see, I hate when they do a time jump, and they did a couple of time jumps this season. And it's just like so many holes and stuff. It's like, why y'all rushing? So do y'all know y'all not getting to season 2 or what? Like, I just didn't like that, you know. And then we're at a wedding, and then we're sitting down, and you know, we had to infer through conversation that, okay, Ronnie got his his execution pushed back. Okay, obviously JoJo is Eric's son. You know, Bree's still in paradise. Okay, I said, damn, Bree, you just said fuck you fuck home. Okay, you just gonna stay out there and make home out there in the islands. That's fine. It's understandable. Okay, less stress. With all them goddamn kids that you got out there. See, I don't get it. Like, where is she? Where is she? Like, and that's what made me mad. I said, girl, you couldn't sit out there. She could have came, bitch. I'm sorry to do it so hard like that, because I just thought of something. She could have came back. Like, she didn't even come to her homegirl wedding. I would have felt some way about that. I know we went through some stuff. You got shot or whatever, but what's my tongue going? I would have felt some way about that. Like, bitch, you couldn't come to my damn wedding. Like, we let you escape. Like, you didn't come to the Hall of Fame. You didn't come to this. You didn't come to that. Fine, because you dealing with your trauma. But you couldn't come to my wedding? Girl, when the next time I'm going to have a wedding? Okay, you couldn't come. She could have been like, she could have popped up and she could have had her little belly and be like, listen, girl, I was out there with little Allen boy and I got a little pregnant. Okay, that's what happened. And it could have did something. Oh my God, they could have did that. Like, damn, she could have been sitting at the table instead of them get Naomi. And why is she only having conversations with Naomi? She don't have conversations with the other girls. I mean, she was the only one that was texting Naomi and answering Naomi texts when she texted her. I was really confused by that. You know, when she sent them a picture of them three together, all of them together, and it was like, girl, what that mean? What that mean? Next thing you know, it was like, in 2022, the Queen's World Tour. I said, so is it Brianna there? And then so when they started introducing everybody, they was like Naomi, and they was like explicit lyrics. Pooh, lights come on. She's standing there like, what side? And then you get Jill the Thrill. Pooh, what side? And then you get Butter Pecan. What's up, Poppy? You know what I'm saying? She just right there. And then they was like something else. And before they could even say who it is, the third person light up or whatever, it went off. I said, what? So was Bree there or not? I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Girl, I hate, this is why y'all watch me, okay? This is why y'all watch me, all right? Because, listen, y'all know y'all ain't gonna get no fluff shit from me, okay? I watch the stuff, and when I review, I give my honest opinions, all right? And I catch stuff. So when stuff don't make sense to me, I just say it, you know? But I do hope they get a season 2, but, you know, the way that they ended this was almost like this was it. This is it. I mean, come on, Michael Jackson. Like, what's going on? Oh, y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Did y'all like it? I still like the season, but this finale could have been a little bit better. It just felt rushed. I hate when shows have great potential and then they do some wonky stuff towards the end or middle of it. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, all right? And I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow. Peace.